Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Radio Wars World. This is Marina Nani, speaking from London, and I have the privilege of interviewing Vadim Turcanu, who in the last 10 hours and for the next 30 hours, he is blind. Vadim, tell us more about your experience. Why you took this experience? Why you decided to blindfold yourself and and to walk around London and come to meetings and um, change the way you see things?
Okay. Well, I decided to do this. First of all, I decided to do my day as a usual day, but just blindfolded. In preparation for an interview that we have on Tuesday with my good friend and I call it my silent motivator, who has been always motivating me and inspiring me in a way, talking to my ear, and like making every issue, every problem I had, every difficulty I went through, making it like a lot smaller in comparison with what. So I was comparing always to his situation, and which made any of my difficulty a lot smaller. So that gave me strength to go ahead. So on Tuesday I'm having an interview with him. So I thought, look, it's not it's difficult to have to you know to know what to ask, or to know what someone, or to be able to pull something a useful information, or to ask a good question from a person at a different level in terms of he doesn't see, so he's blind here, and I can see, so that's why I tried to blindfold myself for 2 days to see how one day I spend the weekend and one day at work, and to see how he feels, and to feel what he feels, and to go through difficulties what he is going through every day, and to be able to ask him like meaningful questions, the questions that means to him something, not only to me as a person who sees, but questions that are meaningful for him, and that would be useful for him as well. If you ask who's him, he at one point 20 years ago he had a terrible accident when he lost his pregnant wife, and he lost his sight as well. And being a professional judo player, he was very good. He was representing our country at Olympics that year in Atlanta, I guess, if I'm not mistaken. So when he came back, he had this accident, and there was there's no motives, or there's no reason to go any further in life, without, look, I don't have people I love. I don't have myself, because he lost, the person he loved and he was with, and also not only that he doesn't see, which literally meant, look, you're not good at anything. Like, what can you do without seeing? So fortunately, the era, just a bit later, it was so difficult to live as, with friends. He kind of decided to try coming back to the judo tatami, to the training, and then we found out about the Paralympic Games. So that's that became a kind of motivation and another goal. Well, currently at the moment, he's a Paralympic champion, and then he's got a family that everyone would like to have. He's got 2 teenage kids, a beautiful wife. So he's got, in a way, he succeeded in our world. But he's got his own world there, which we don't know. So that's pretty much the interview, is going to happen about. It's going to be about, because we all know him just from the competitions. We see him coming, winning and then going back, or we kind of meet him. We all positive. He's the most positive person I know, and he's so uplifting in his the way of his doing. He's got an amazing sense of humor, and that part we all know. Everyone knows him from that kind of side. But then there is a side which he's at home and with himself as well, which we don't know. And then I'm currently going through those kind of situations. Like mundane things that are so difficult, comparing to everything around is made for people who can see, and you're like everything it's against you in a way. Anything you wanna take, it's you can't judge by you have to see it to decide which is your toothpaste and what's your your toothbrush, and where it is locationally, and all those things. Walking, and at every level, anything you want to do, you need assistance. You need to ask someone to assist you, which sometimes can be another struggle and a challenge, because people have their own lives, people have their own businesses, and you kind of feel a bit awkward because you kind of drag them all out from their world, their business, and to help you, at such a easy kind of things for a person who sees, but for him, like he cannot do those things because he cannot see, yeah, and those like daily situations that are we take for granted, like just seeing things, seeing the face of the person you're communicating with, seeing his facial expression, seeing the light, the buildings, the movies, the cartoons, being able to see the clouds, the sun and everything around you, and it's amazing, and we take it for granted because we have it. He doesn't have it, and I'm very interested to know what he would do if he would have to choose to have these eyes. What he would do actually, what would be his choices, or if he will have 1 hour to spend with someone, or to spend 1 hour by seeing, if the vision would be given to him for an hour, what he would choose to do, and if it would be given for a day, what he would choose to do, or even for a year, what he would choose to do in that year. And that's very interesting to know, and which I don't know at the moment. But I'm feeling while I'm with this experiment, in this experiment, I begin to feel, to desire all that. I'm already in the first 10 hours. I'm already willing to see. I wanna see where I'm going. I wanna see what's around. I wanna see, and I'm sure he wants to see how his parents changed throughout the years, how the surrounding changed, how his son and daughter looks like, how his wife looks like. He doesn't know. All these people around, your friends, how they changed with the years, how they look like. It's such a temptational thing to desire. I mean, that's such a desirable thing, which we people who know they're so available for us. Whenever we want, we just do it. We just open our eyes for us. What we, all this theater that happens around us. What we need to do is just open our eyes and we can see. And he doesn't. So that's pretty much why the experiment is going on. And if I feel like, look at this, where am I going? This morning I was. I was like, do I open my eyes or do I actually do it? Because it feels like such a crazy and stupid experiment in a way, And what drives me to it is like, look, people live with that all their life, So come on, nothing will happen to do it for 2 days, and I'm sure that's my negative me saying to me, oh, why do you need that? Come on, just open your eyes. My son was saying, like, come on, Ivan, Dad, we couldn't find a way to come to this place, to the meeting actually now. And I was trying to explain to him, and he's saying, Daddy, why don't you just leave that just for now, and then you put it back, and it's so tempting. But I decided, no, I need to actually feel, because that's the whole thing, because that's the only thing. That's the whole meaning of the exercise. Because when you actually need these things, you don't have it. So that's what I wanna understand. That's what I wanna feel. And I think that through this experiment, at least I'll have a little bit of better understanding of what he feels, what he is, what he wants, and I'll be able to have a better conversation with him. So yeah, that's what it is.
So I found your idea amazing, simply because we take for granted everything, and we think we are entitled to everything. And many times, if it's something I don't like about people, I love everyone, but if it's something I don't like about certain people, it's their entitlement. And your experience, blindfolding yourself and going through the realities of being blind, not being able to see where you walk, what you do, I think it's an eye-opening experience, not only for yourself but for people around you. Because I was intrigued and I was thinking, oh my God, how are we going to get to the meeting, and of course you find the solution. You ask your son Alex to be the minder, and he was doing a great job, and I'm sure for him the question is, what if one day this really happens, and makes you look at everything from a different perspective. But in terms of your show, the Intelligent Migrant Men show, there you are helping people to see what is available for them. So the whole exercise is part of that experience. You are creating a place from where they could see reality in a different way. And I was wondering, I know your upcoming book, No One's Business, is about your story when you left your country and walked for 6 months. And at some point you were barefoot because you lost your shoes, you ruined them. So, but that did not stop you to reach your destination. And I know that book is going to be published at the end of March. And you told me that you want to interview Oleg to share his story in your book as well with your readers. So what is the key message you have today for our listeners?
Well, the key message is you've got to try and create or work towards your ability to actually see, because there was some point where I could see, but I was blind in my life when I was here in UK. Actually, I was involved in all kinds of things until the important thing is to educate yourself, work on your personal development, work on yourself, in order to give you more ability to see the opportunities, to see the options that you have for yourself, and be able to choose what you want, not what you've been given, what's been given to you, but you create your desired future. Future for your kids, future for what if you ask what you're doing now with what you're doing currently at the moment, where are you going with that? I mean, what's your goal with that? If you don't want to have one, or that goal is small and is not enough and it doesn't fit your dream, like your kids there, I mean, from that goal, if what you're doing now doesn't lead you to the goal, and you need to change, you need to work on yourself, be with the people who are already there. If you don't have those people, just read their books and work on you. So get your ability to see, improve your ability to see what's around, what's there for you, because there are blind people who are blind but they see better than you. So that's pretty much, I guess, the message. I'm not sure how clear is that, but when the student is ready, the teacher will come.
Thank you so much, Vadim. We can't wait for your interview on Tuesday, and we can't wait to hear what Oleg got to say. And we wish you very good luck with your experiment, and we can't wait for the next one. From both of us, until next time, is goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you.